What is going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, whether you agree with me or you want to get on here and talk some trash. Either way, you're gonna like the channel. It is time for the top 25 reaction video. First, we go through last week's top 25 real quick. 1 Clemson, 2 Bama, 3 Georgia, 4 Notre Dame, 5 North Carolina, 6 Ohio State, 7 Oklahoma State, 8 Cincinnati, 9 Penn State, 10 Florida, 11 Texas A&M, 12 Oregon, 13 Miami, 14 BYU, 15 Auburn, 16 Wisconsin, 17 SMU, 18 Tennessee, 19 Michigan, 20 Iowa State, 21 Louisiana, Lafayette, 22 Kansas State, 23 Virginia Tech, 24 Minnesota, and 25 USC. So what does the new top 25 look like? A mess. I'm not gonna lie, it's a mess. A lot of this does not make sense. But let's start off with what does make sense. Staying at number 1, Clemson. Last week they had 59 votes. This week 54, so they lost 5 votes. They beat Georgia Tech 73-7. That's impressive. Number 2 stays the same. Alabama. Last week they had 2 first place votes. This week, 8. It jumped up. Why? Because they beat a very good Georgia 41-24. Number 3, Notre Dame. I want to go on record in saying Notre Dame is probably the worst number 3 in history. They look bad, but somehow they're 4-0. They beat a bad Louisville team 12-7. So, they're number 3. Number 4, falling a whopping 1 spot, Georgia. They got throttled by Alabama, 41-24. They only fall 1 spot. That'll make you raise a few eyebrows. You know, if you're one of those SEC conspiracy theory person, that's a little kindling to that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that looks suspicious. Number 5, Ohio State. They replace North Carolina. Ohio State will finally start their season this week. So I'm okay with Ohio State being ranked now because this is the week before their season. So I'm okay with that. Number 6, Oklahoma State. Did not get to play, but they are undefeated 3-0. They move up 1 spot to number 6. Number 7, Texas A&M. They're 3-1, so not a bad record, but they just haven't looked good. Last week, they were number 11, and they beat a bad Mississippi State team 28-14. So 4 spots? Not sure about that. Number 8, Penn State. They jump up a spot. They will start their season. Cincinnati jumps up to number 9. They jumped up 1 spot. They did not get to play this week. But Texas A&M jumping Cincinnati and Penn State, I have a problem with that. I know they didn't play, but Texas A&M is not that good. Sorry, Aggie fans. Number 10, Florida. They didn't get to play. They stayed the same. That's fine. Number 11, Miami. Miami gets back on track. They jump up 2 spots after beating Pitt 31-19. Number 12, BYU, and deservedly so. They are 5-0 and a comeback win against Houston, and it actually turned out to be a blowout. You better watch out for Zach Wilson. I think he's a Heisman candidate. And number 13, Oregon. I still don't think the Pac-12 should be on this list because they still have a little while to go. But they fell 1 spot. And then number 14, North Carolina, falling 9 spots after getting beat by Florida State 31-28. But they did make a valiant comeback effort. But they do fall 9 spots. Number 14, still in the top 15. So there you go. Tied with North Carolina, Wisconsin, also number 14. They jump up 2 spots. Why do you tie teams? That's just weird. It's weird. SMU, they are 5-0. They are doing really, really good. They escaped with a win over Tulane in overtime, 37-34, and they jump up 1 spot. But 5-0, that's pretty good. Number 17, Iowa State. They did not get to play, but they still jump 3 spots. Number 18, Michigan. Their season starts next week. They jump up 1 spot. Virginia Tech, they jumped up 4 spots. They beat the ever-living snot out of Boston College 40-14. I actually had Boston College in that game. That's a good win for Virginia Tech, so I'm okay with that. Kansas State didn't get to play, but still jumps up 2 spots up to number 20. Minnesota will start their season as number 21. And then Marshall is now ranked number 22. They are now 4-0. They are, I think they're impressive. They are deserving of that number 22 spot. 23, NC State. They were non-ranked. They get ranked. They beat Duke 31-20, and they're also 4-1. To go along with some other 4-1s in there. So yes, I agree. Top 25. Number 24, USC. They don't start their season for a few more weeks, and they jumped up one spot. And then finally, making their top 25 debut, Coastal Carolina. I've already had them in my top 25. If you watched some of my other videos, you know I already had Coastal Carolina in my top 25. So, of course, I'm okay with this. 4-0, and they beat 21 ranked Louisiana Lafayette. Knocked them out of the rankings, 30-27. Good job, Coastal. Finally, AP, you ranked them. Coastal Carolina, that's a name that doesn't really fit. We don't really want to rank them. They're a good team, and you know it. Proved it by beating Louisiana Lafayette. So, Auburn was knocked out. They got beat by South Carolina 30-22, and then Tennessee. Auburn was number 15. Tennessee was number 18. They got knocked out as well. They lost to Kentucky 34-7. Man, a lot of changing around, and a lot of this I'm okay with, but a lot of it I'm not. I'm just being honest with you. A lot of this I'm not okay with. Like, the rankings don't make sense. That's all I got for you for this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next video.